If you
come prepared every day, obey the rules, laugh often, and take care of each other, success will follow.
Join us February 3rd for our Empty Bowls project. You will learn to decorate bowls, make bowls, and paint and glaze bowls. All of the bowls will be donated to the Empty Bowls project, which is a wonderful community contribution that benefits the West Texas Food Bank. The event starts at 5:30 here in the Crockett cafeteria. Students must have a parent present.
Here's a message from our counselors.
Broadcasting is a very difficult field to get into, and at one point I was at a crossroads, like, should I continue to try and do this, because I was having a hard time finding work and making money. But it was my dream, and I didn't want to give up on my dream, and I decided to stay persistent. I was playing on the basketball team, and we made it to 3 Final Fours, and that means we got to be on TV on a national broadcast. And one of the broadcasters was Doris Burke, who is one of the pioneers of basketball broadcasts. And my teammates made fun of me, but I would come to the Final Four with my resume. So I saw Doris. I went up to her. I said, I look up to you so much. You're awesome. Can I pick your brain? Can I shadow you? Can I join you when you go to a game and do a broadcast? And Doris said yes. She was one of the first people to open up the door for me. And to this day, as a professional, I think about the lessons that Doris taught me when she took me as a college student to the NBA Finals, and I got to watch how she prepared, how she carried herself, how she developed rapport with the players and the coaches. And to this day, I keep that in mind, those lessons. Being persistent is an important part of building a career path. Mike was already out of college when he decided that he wanted to change careers. Let's find out how he was able to make that happen.
So growing up, I was always interested in law enforcement, and that led me to want to study that in college. Always had an interest in basketball as well, but it was more of just a hobby than a career. So I enrolled at Penn State, studied security and risk analysis, which is the study of, how people might commit a crime using a computer or using the internet. As I went through my studies, I, quickly realized that law enforcement might not be the career for me. You're dealing with, some not so nice individuals, so, I wanted to make a career change. So after college, I, looked up jobs at the NBA. I knew I wanted to work here, but, the right role for me wasn't posted at that time. There were 2, 3, 4 jobs that, I had to get the call that said I didn't get it. Right after those calls, you're pretty bummed out. But, eventually the right position popped up for me, and it was a good fit, and I've been here for 8 seasons now. So on this field trip, you're meeting a lot of storytellers at the NBA. It's my job to make sure that they are able to tell those stories to you in the most efficient way possible. And that might be through social media, that might be through the NBA app, NBA.com. So one of the coolest parts of the job is doing research on, other industry leaders that work in the video space or the sports space. So what we'll do is, look at features that they are implementing on their own products and see, how do they apply to basketball. One part of the research that we did was with one of the major streaming providers in the United States and in the world. And what they do is some users will get a certain thumbnail, and a thumbnail is the photo that you see of the video before you actually tap or click on it to watch it. So the way we incorporate this is, if we know that you're a Bulls fan, we might put a Bulls photo as the thumbnail, whereas if we know that you're a Lakers fan, we might put a Lakers photo as the thumbnail for the video, just because we know that you're more likely to click on that if you have an affinity or a personal relationship with that team. So sometimes a still image being used as a thumbnail might not work to get us the type of traffic that we want for a particular video. So what we do now is we use a software that uses artificial intelligence or AI to identify the most engaging, most exciting moments in a highlight video and create a GIF or a quick video to use in place of that thumbnail. So imagine you're on a website and you see a video highlight of a fast break dunk, but it gets cut off right before he dunks. You would probably want to click on that to see the end of the play. And how the software identifies that very moment to cut off the video is that we'll take the stats feed to know exactly what's going to happen in that moment. We'll take the pitch of the announcer's voice to identify that something exciting is about to happen, and then also the crowd noise from the arena. So by using this software, we're able to pump out, hundreds and hundreds of videos per night. One of the most important things is we can, manipulate what type of content is in each video. So if a certain, country might be more adept to, a certain type of highlight with a certain type of player, we can adjust that video to meet their needs. Using just human beings and editors to do that would not be possible on a nightly basis. So I would say no matter what you're thinking about what your career might be, that, things change. There's different things that might happen to you that, you might take a different path. I thought I was going to be in law enforcement, and now I'm working in professional sports. I love it. It's a ton of fun, but, you don't have to lock in what your lifelong career is going to be at any point in time. There's always time to change, and there's always time to try something new and go after a new challenge.
That's all for today.
Join us tomorrow for more daily announcements.